So inter-VLAN routing, uh, what is the concept of inter-VLAN routing? That normally when we are doing any routing, then what is happening, if we are not doing inter-VLAN routing, then we are not able to communicate between different VLANs. Suppose there is VLAN 10, VLAN 20 and VLAN 30. So if we want that VLAN 10 should communicate with VLAN 20 and VLAN 30, then we need a layer 3 device. Earlier I have told that we need a gateway when we are interacting with different pools. In each VLANs, we need to define different networking pools. So on 10, if you are defining 10.0.0.0 network or 10 dot some network, so on VLAN 20, we cannot assign the same pool. We need to assign that from different network, means it can be 10.20.20.20.20 or something. So right now what we are going to do, what we will do, just I will just increase the font size. So right now what we will do, we will take three PCs. One, we will give IP 10.10.10.1, or we will make one as a gateway. We will give PC1 as a IP 10.10.10.2. On PC2, we will give 20.20.20.20.2. On PC3, we will give 30.30.30.2. Okay, these three PC we will take. Okay, and we will connect these three PC with a switch, and this switch will connect to the router. On the switch, we will connect it on VLAN. PC1 will be connected to VLAN 10. As you can see from this figure that on VLAN 10, we will configure, just we will take one PC. Here we have shown 5 PC, just normally we will take one PC here, one PC here, one PC here. So on this, we are going to assign VLAN 10 on the port which is connected to PC1 on the switch side. If switch side some interface will be there, who will be connecting to PC1, which will be connecting to PC1. So we will assign VLAN 10 on that interface. On this PC2, we will assign VLAN 20, and on PC3, we will assign a VLAN, that is VLAN 30. Okay. So firstly, I just want you to have a clear idea of what we are going to do. So we will connect these three PCs with a switch, and this switch will be connected to a router. On router, yeah, Ambrose, yes. You can
Just
unmute
a
and
quick,
ask a question.
yeah, just a quick clarification. The
Yeah,
switch that we're using in the VLAN, is
yes.
it the normal ordinary switch or a managed switch?
We will use a multi-layer switch, means it will be a L3 switch. Okay,
Right.
we cannot do this on unmanageable switch or which does not support that thing. So we will take a layer 3 switch, and we will do
Layer 3
the
switch.
practical. It will be clear after the practical.
Oh,
It will be clear. Okay.
okay, good.
So on router side, what we will do, on router side, there is a normal, suppose there is an interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0. Okay. So router on a stick, we call it a router on a stick because from the figure you can see that we have connected this all three PC via switch, and switch is connected to this router via a single interface. So it looks like that it is connected via a single stick. So we called it a router as a stick, router on a stick. So what will happen? We will subdivide this interface into three. Like if it is having a Giga Ethernet 0 by 0 interface, we will subdivide this interface. We will make sub interfaces. One Giga Ethernet 0 by 0.1 for VLAN 10, 0.2 for VLAN 20, and 0.3 for VLAN 30. So this we will do, we will create sub interface, and we will assign the IP on this sub interface. So as earlier I told that when we want to connect to different pools. Okay, on VLAN 10, pool is 10 dot, suppose the subnet mask is /24 and its subnet mask is /24 and its subnet mask is also /24. So it means 255.255.255.0. So, and this is the different pool. 10, it is having 10.10.10.0 pool, and it is having 20.20.20.0, and it is having 30.30.30.0 pool. So it, if you want to make communication, then we need a gateway. So where to assign that gateway IP? That we will define on the sub interfaces. If we are assigning, suppose this is the first interface of router, which is going to connect, which is connecting to this router, then what we will do, we will give on, just I will type here, we will assign gateway IP, that is 10.10.10.1/24 on router interface fast ethernet 0 by, just I will move it, on router fast ethernet. If we are taking 0 by 0, then we will make a sub interface. Then on router, on this sub interface, we will define this IP. Okay, same way on PC2 we will give 20.20.20.1/24. This thing we will assign on router fast ethernet 0 by, we will again make a sub interface and we will assign this thing here. On router 3, on this, for PC3, we will create a gateway 30.30.1.1 and we will assign this IP on router sub interface. So you can create as many sub interface you want on a router interface. So just when we will do practical, it will be clear that how to create this sub interface, and we need to assign a .1q encapsulation type, and our encapsulation type will be .1q. So we are going to do these things on practical. So we will start with practical. Firstly, I will just connect packet tracer. Just I am sharing my screen. So this is the packet tracer. So what we will do, we will just take 3 PCs. First PC, this one, second and third. We will take a switch which will having a layer 3 functionality. We will take just this one. Okay, multi-layer switch. And then we will take a router, and please take please take a high-end router, so that in packet tracer what happens, some router do not provide the features of sub interface. You cannot create sub interface. If I will take this router, you are not able to create a sub interface on this router. But if I am taking this router, so here there will be option of creating sub interface. Okay, so what we will do, we will just connect it. So default, we will take default cable type. So it will, by default, it will connect the appropriate cable. Okay, so we will just connect this one. So firstly, what we will do, we will assign IP on this PC. So we will go on desktop. On this IP configuration, just I am taking 10.10.10.2 IP. Subnet mask, we will take 255.255.255.0, and gateway, this is the IP which we are going to assign on the router. Later on we will assign this IP on router. Just right now we are giving default gateway. On same way on PC1 we will assign the second IP 20.20.20.2. We will just take subnet mask as 255.255.255.0 and gateway IP will be 20.20.20.1. Okay. Now we will go on PC, last PC, that is PC2. We will assign IP 30.30.30.2 and 255.255.0. Gateway we will assign 30.30.30.1. So if you will take your mouse on the PC, it will show. Just check you have done correctly or you have assigned IP or not. We have assigned 10.10.10.2 IP on this PC, 20.20.20.2 IP on this PC, and 30.30.30.2 IP on this PC. Right now, if you will check from command prompt, if you will type 10.10.10.2, this is its own IP, so it will ping. But if you are going to ping 20.20.20.2 IP, it will not ping because we right now we do not done anything from router end or inter VLAN routing. So our motto is that the PC0 should communicate to PC1 and PC2, and similarly they should also ping. These all three router must have interconnectivity or they should ping each other. So now I will come on this multi-layer switch. So as soon as you will just try to just put it on, just we will check on which interface these are connected. So this first PC is connected on fast Ethernet 0x1. This is connected on fast Ethernet 0x2, and this is connected on fast Ethernet 0x3. So what I will do, I will assign the VLAN. Just how to assign a VLAN? Just go to that interface fast Ethernet 0x1. Switch port, it will be a access because it is connected to a single node or single host, and switch port mode access, switch port access, VLAN. Just you need to create, either you can create the VLAN also, VLAN 10. Just firstly we will create VLAN, or if you have not created, it will be automatically created, or VLAN will be automatically created when you assign that on the interface. So again I will go inside fast Ethernet 0x1, then I will type switch port mode access. This I have already typed, switch port access VLAN. Just we will assign VLAN 10 on the first interface. Now I will go on second interface which is connected to second PC, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 20. Now on third interface, just type switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN 30. This thing we have done for this downwards link. For this upward link, what we need to do, just I will enlarge it so that you will have, it is connected to fast Ethernet 0x4. So what we will do, we will just go interface inside fast Ethernet 0x4. You just type switch port mode trunk. Okay, switch, just we need to change the encapsulation. Just type switch port trunk encapsulation, then .venq switch port mode trunk. Each command you need to type on for this uplink. Okay, so right now it is not up because by default on switch end the interface we need not to unset this interface because we need not to give no shutdown command for switch, but for router end we need to give this command. So right now on this interface Giga Ethernet 0 is not, we have, it is shut down, so this link is not coming up. On router end, just see carefully what we are going to do on router end. Okay, on router end as I have told you that we will create subinterface, 3 subinterface we will create, and we will assign the IP. Okay, and we will give encapsulation.1q. So same thing I am going to do. So IP interface brief. Right now, by default, it is taking some interface IP. So this is a Cisco by default packet tracer. We have done nothing. So by default, it has taken some default IP. So I need to remove that IP. I just go inside that interface. Just on main interface, Giga Ethernet 0. On this interface, you need to go and no IP address. Just I will remove all the IP address, because on which interface we are creating sub interface, on main interface there will be no IP. On sub interface we will give the IP which is assigned to the gateway. So just what we will do, just give no shutdown command here. Okay, on main interface. Now how to create sub interface? Just type Giga Ethernet 0, then dot. If you will type this dot and put a question mark, so these are the numbers, these many interfaces you can create. So we have a lot of interfaces, so we need to just create 3 interface. So I will create dot 1, then just what are your questions, just I will check. Okay, so here what we need to do, we need to just press enter. Okay, then this is the sub interface encapsulation.1q. This you encapsulation.1q, then you need to type the VLAN. So we are creating this for first one for VLAN 10. So here you need to type the VLAN number. We are using 10 VLAN, so we will type 10. Then we will type IP address. So IP address will be the gateway IP, that is 10.10.10.10. So we will create this one for PC0. Now we will do for PC10, PC2. So the interface will be, we will create a second interface. Okay, then encapsulation.1q, here you need to type the VLAN number 20, then IP address 20.20.20.1 255.255.255.0. Okay, on last we need to create for the third PC, that is we will create a subinterface dot 30 encapsulation dot 1q, then 30, then we will type IP address 30.30.30.1 255.255.255.0. So on the router we have done the configuration, just we will check. So IP interface brief. So you can see on main interface we have assigned no IP, but on sub interfaces we have assigned the IPs. Okay, so now what we will check, we will go on this PC and just open command prompt, and just firstly we will just type 10.10.10.1 IP. This is the gateway IP. So now gateway IP is pinging. Now if we need to check for the 20.20.20.1 IP, this is the gateway of second VLAN. Okay, now we will check for 2. So when you are checking for this 2, there will be one timeout, request timeout, because firstly it sends a ARP request. So again, if you will type, there will be, if you will sending 4 packets, you will get 4 packets. But initially you can receive this request timeout for first packet, because this goes for ARP request. Similarly, we will check with 30.30.30.1. This is the gateway of third PC. Now we will check for third PC. So here also we will get one drop, then we will get the ping. So right now you can see, if you again check, it will be okay. So we have done the inter-VLAN routing. PC0 is connected now, able to ping to PC1 and PC2, which is on different VLAN and different pool. You can cross verify with some other router. You just want to check 10.10.10.2 connectivity. Now it is pinging. Okay, this is the 30 IP on this PC. Okay, just we will check 20 IP also, 20.20.2. It is also pinging. Now we can check on this middle PC. Just we will open the command prompt and type ping 10.10.10.1 or 2. Okay, so we are able to ping this PC0, and if we will check for 30.30.30.2, so we are able to ping this. So right now what we have done, we have with the inter-VLAN routing, by creating a sub interface and assigning the gateway IP on this sub interface, we are able to communicate between different VLAN which are on IPs which belongs to different pools. So if you have any doubt, you can ask, or if it is clear, you can unmute your mic and you can ask. Ambrose, do you have any doubt?
Yeah, so let me okay, so the communication is on VLAN 10. The device that allows the communication between VLAN 10 and yeah, PC0 and PC1 is through the switch.
No, it is through router. Just we will just you are having a good question. Just we will just take a trace route, so it will be clear. Just I am taking a trace route of this one. Okay, so as you can see, this is going via 10.10.10.1, which IP which we have assigned on router.
Okay.
So it is going via this one, but the connectivity is through only with this router interface. We have done the sub, we have created the sub interface, and this IP where we have assigned on gateway. Initially, we have assigned this IP. If you will remove this IP, you will not have a communication, because both are on different pools. So as it is done with this router. So I have taken this layer 3 switch. You can take layer 2 switch also, but in packet tracer, what happens na, sometimes this switch do not support it. So I have taken a high end switch and high end router also.
Right. Can we do a simulation to show how the packet is moving from PC0?
We can do that one.
Okay.
You will just add a packet, and if you will create on just you will check on this just if you will start this one. So you can see from this demonstration that it is going via this PC2 to this router, then it is going to PC2.
Right. So what happened there is that the packet went to the switch, and then from the switch went to the router, and then came back down from the router to the switch over to PC3.
Yeah, because in router there are less amount of ports. So normally we do not connect directly on router. We can do directly connect. For lab purpose, you can directly connect also. But practically you will not do that thing. You will connect a switch in between. I can do this one, that I can directly connect it. But on practically, you will not do that thing.
Yes.
So you will have a multiple switch. So you will do these things.
Right. Excellent. Yeah. Understood.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, so I am going to close this session. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Good night.